Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my YouTube family. Kiss up to God. You saw my caption? I'm shouting out to that 7.8% of young men viewing my channel. I spoke yesterday on people not viewing it long enough for it to count. But God works with me with stuff like that because when I got up this morning, I actually have just as many views. It might not be viewing the video that I think they should view, but I'm up to 14,850 views. That is fantastic. So I really have to shut my mouth. I really need to stop and trust that whoever's supposed to be viewing my channel is viewing my channel. And whatever video that stands out to whoever is viewing them, that's the ones that you're viewing. I'm looking at it like, okay, when I go on and I make a video, I should have these views. No. Now I'm realizing that people are going into, they might not be subscribed, which I please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But they're going on and they're looking at what stands out to them, what video that they need to look at. And a lot of my videos went up in numbers, the older ones. Some of the videos that I made, months ago, I started in July. So I've been on here for 5 months. So some people have gone back 5 months and watched my videos. And I thank you. And I apologize for sounding like a little crybaby. But I told you I'm a crybaby. But anyway, I'll go on and I do look at the back, I do look at my videos and I look at the how it's analyzed. I look at like what percentage of this and what percentage of that. And when I looked at it today, and I saw 7.8% are young men between the ages of, I want to say 25 to 34. That is great because that's like my son's bracket. My son is 36. But I really sat back and I was like thinking, I'm like, why would young men that age watch my channel? Excuse me. And I really had to think about it because you know what? When you go on the internet, a lot of the channels are men bashing men. I counted 13 today. I just went on YouTube just to look. I counted like 13. Like one of the guys is very feminine, telling women what to do. One of the guys cursed a lot. I think they kicked him off and he's back on. But our men don't stand a chance with men bashing them. And if you're talking that age bracket, a lot of times those are the guys that's ready to meet a nice girl and like chill with them. And if we're talking that age, we're talking about young men that were raised by women or a lot of their mothers. I ain't saying all of them. This is an opinion day. Their mothers raised them to want a woman that had values, moral standard, clean, cooked, that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because I know my son dates now, but I know before he was like, Mom, the women my age, it's hard to find women my age that want to do what they got to do. He said, and I'm not bashing the young ladies. You're supposed to groom yourself. He said, but they care more about certain things. It's almost like they don't have their own identity yet. They all look the same. They all have the real long hair. They all have the real long nails, the real long eyelashes, and he said a lot of them, a majority of them don't cook. A lot of them are not clean. And I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. I told you my channel is going to be telling the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. It's true. So I feel like maybe that 7.8% of guys are listening because they're trying to figure stuff out. Because I did have one of my videos was talking about resentment. So some of those young men have children by women that they're not with, and the woman is being really nasty and keeping their kids from them. Maybe that's what brought them on. And some of them are just like trying to probably look for answers when I did the difference between the broken-hearted man and the broken-hearted women. So I'm figuring maybe these young men also need something to listen to, because if you ladies, because the men out there that's on talking about men, I'm pretty sure that 80%, maybe 90% of their audience are ladies. So ladies, are you looking for these men to tell you how your man should treat you? Maybe if you look in the mirror and see what they see, maybe you'll know how to do it. Stop going on some of those websites looking for them to help you. You got to help yourself. You got to help be the best you can be. Try to figure out what's going on within you, because these men are making a killing. They are making a killing. They got millions of views. They got millions of women, and a lot of them call themselves coaches. And I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not up here trying to get in nobody else's affair or nobody else's business. But it just really made me wonder, 25 to 34, 7.8% are viewing my channel. And I appreciate you for viewing it. But maybe they need to understand us too as women, because I know how I raised my son, and I know how some women probably have raised their sons. And like I said, it's the opinion that I'm speaking on because of me, because of my son, because of some of his friends that I see, and because of some of the young men I see coming and bringing their kids. They're single fathers now, and how some of the young ladies come to pick up their kids. How some of them are, carrying themselves. So between 24 and 34, 35, I think that's that generation that's ready to meet somebody to just chill with, to settle down with, or to, you know what I mean? To have that one woman, because all these men are not out here doing what you think that they're doing. A lot of them are just trying to do what we do, survive. So we need to stop. It's like the sexes are fighting each other. The man is trying to figure out the woman because they say we're tripping, and the woman is constantly mad at the man because you have this false persona of how man should be. And until we can sit back and really take an inventory of our actions, of our appearance, of our standards, of our morals, of sit back and take an inventory of that and set it to the side. And then we need self-love. Until you can love yourself, you're not going to love someone else. We need to, as a people, as a woman, work on ourselves to present ourselves to a decent man. And if the man is what he should be, it shouldn't be as hard as it is, but it's difficult, because when I was shut down for those 17 years, when I wouldn't date because of hurt and because of disappointment in men, when I came back to start dating, it was crazy. It was a lot. I'm telling you, every time I get on her, this Goro, I'm gonna hurt him. Stop. Every time I would date or go out to date or wanted to date, some of the men are bitter and they're angry, and they have this man club, I guess, I don't know what it is, that says it's the man's time now. It's the man's time to talk. And because the man had to always sit back and be quiet. The man couldn't cry. The man, had to be quiet, and the woman ran everything. And so some of those men, because I ran into one, some of those men are really, really need to check themselves too, because you can't treat a woman the way you was treated by another woman. And women, you can't treat a man the way you was treated by another man. We have to check the men out for ourselves and see what it is. But if you're good with yourself, if you're sure of yourself, if you're positive of yourself, if you got morals and standards and value, and you know it, and you know your worth, then the right man is going to find you. Because the man that found for a wife found for good things. So when a man looking for that, he already looking for those qualities in you. That wifely quality, that motherly quality. He's already looking for that. If he don't see that in you, then that's the problem. And the same thing with men. Men, women act the way they act sometimes because of the man, but because we have to do for ourselves now, because we have to take care of ourselves. And like I say, that's what men call masculine, but that's not fair either, because it's not that it's masculine. It's just that's the way of the world right now. But thank you. That 7.8% really blew my mind, especially the age. And thank you for coming on and for listening and for viewing my channel. I thank everybody for viewing my channel. And like I stated before, I apologize for complaining. I'm going to shut my mouth. But thank you so much for joining me. If you feel like that somebody needs to hear this, please share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like my channel. And Overseer Gaston was talking yesterday out of Luke about when God healed the 10, only one came back. It's 100%, and 7.8 to me, that's that percentage that want to hear, that want to come and want to know more. And the older men, the older demographic of men, they don't feel like they have to listen. I have none of them. They don't even want to listen to me. But because they think they know it all and they have it together, and they don't. Because those are the ones out there messing with the younger girls that's messing them up for the men that should have them. That's just an opinion. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am a Southern Belle, and I'm on the right road now. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a nice night now. You hear? God bless.